Hello, everyone. So I'm going to be talking to the viewers as Andrea. So if I say you a lot, just know that I'm referring to Andrea because I don't want to be saying Andrea as I'm supposed to be supporting her viewpoints and everything. So to start off with, I noticed that you've been taking a collection of the grading and going down into seeing that how that's how you know your students are struggling with vocabulary term for the new vocabulary terms. You took a quiz and it showed that they're struggling. So maybe one thing you could try is to take a step back and review it with the students a little more. If needed, go ahead and reteach it because that's how they only understand it. Letting them know that you are understanding and seeing that there are a little bit of struggles and it's totally perfectly okay. And that maybe we just need to teach it in a different way. Maybe show them more examples. Maybe show them that there are multiple means of representations, and it's easy to um, give it all the information that students need to them in a wide variety of ranges that they may need it in, whether it might be in using it in visual representations, whether they're drawing it out or you're showing them physically a picture of the meaning of it, or you guys are doing more of games with it, whether you guys are playing games with the meaning of the words or you're using more sentence frames or word associations, whatever maybe. Use a variety of means of representations to get to the students. If one doesn't work, use another, and just really go about it as making sure that the students have a better understanding. Maybe you could try even just get an understanding of taking a survey about how the students feel about it, and then going forward with what kind of means of representation fits best with your class, given the data of you teaching them and you knowing them how um, the classroom is geared towards and what works best with the students. If you know using visual representation works best with students, get out visual representation and show them exactly the steps of what each term means and how it may affect them, and then start using sentences on the bottom of the visual representation. Take it step by step if needed. And given their grade level, they might not need that. They might just need, um, what is it, word associations to help them understand. And that's it. And that's not it. So depending on uh, who they are and the grade level of reading, the grade level of writing, because you might have a student who's in fifth grade, but their reading level and writing level is not fifth grade standard. It might be third or fourth grade standard, or it might be higher sixth grade standard. So it just really depends how far your students are from actually being reading, writing at grade level, and then ensuring them that you are there to support them and make it work every step of the way. So I know that for my past teachers and everything, they really love using visual representation and word association. That worked the best as for my class as a kid when I was still going to school in elementary. So I know that worked best for me as I don't have my own classroom. I can only reflect back on what I was taught. And, for coming, especially from an EL learner, visual and word association were the best representation of words for me. It really helped if I didn't understand the word. I didn't even get the definition of the word. Seeing it, a visual representation of it, and knowing words that are familiar, that are connected to it, really helped. So maybe just taking that step back and reviewing it with the students and, actually reflecting on it too. Going back to make sure, does my student understand these words? If I was to tell them to make a sentence of it, do they fully understand the word and make a coherent sentence, or are they just basing off the definition and making whatever sentence with it? So that's also a big one, that when it comes to reflecting, that you must go on and see before you can move on to your activity you have planned, because there's no point to go through that activity and majority of your students are only making the sentence from the definition. So you want to make sure that the students are understanding it context wise and everything, just not based on what they know about the definition. So that would definitely be something I would advise you to do. And don't take it too hard, because everyone has their stump on whatever they make teaching. One day it's just really good and you thought class had it, and then they might not have it, and then one day you didn't think you taught that good, but the class just understands it. And it's just little things like that. It's not based how you teach it sometimes, it's just based on how the students are also um taking it in, because it really depends on the subject matter that either they're really interested in or they have no interest in. And you just want to make it a really fun time for students, engaging and um interesting learning environment for the students. So never think that, I couldn't do this, I'm a horrible teacher, I don't know how to go about this. Just take a step back. Everyone has their setbacks, and this is just one of them that coincidentally happened to be with the new vocabulary terms. So just take a step back, review it with the students, and everything will be fine. um and with time given to them, and with more support, they'll be able to understand it easily. And there's really no issue at play here. So with that being said, just take your time to support the students in any way they need.